What's up, Taiwan? I'm Jaime Ocon with news from here in Taiwan and around the world. President Lai Ching-te has reaffirmed security ties with the United States in a meeting with visiting lawmakers from the country.
当前面对极权主义的扩张，台湾非常期待能够跟美国加强合作，维护台海的和平稳定。
Lai was speaking at a meeting with 4 Democratic Party congresswomen in Taipei. They're in the country for top-level talks on U.S.-Taiwan relations and regional security. Lai separately met with a group of visiting Japanese officials, including former Japanese Defense Minister Ishiba Shigeru. The two sides discussed strengthening cooperation on deterrence in the Indo-Pacific. Taiwan's defense ministry says it's recruited more military staff than their target so far this year. The ministry says it's achieved just over 104% of its preset goal. That includes surpassing the goal for enlisted personnel and military officers. Only the recruitment of non-commissioned officers fell under their hiring goal. An investigation by the New York Times has revealed that China is building new villages along its western and southern borders. It comes as China continues to clash with neighboring countries over contested boundaries. To learn more about these villages, Adil Brar spoke to Robert Barnett, a senior research fellow at the SOAS in London.
Why is China building new villages along its border?
In about 2010, 2012, Chinese scholars who were working on China's northeastern border, Vietnam in the south and Korea in the northeast, began to get nervous about the security implications of what they called the hollow village syndrome, which meant that villagers from border areas were leaving their homes to go and work in town, something that China's been very much encouraging. And these scholars said this is a security risk. This could let people from across the border come into China. It could spread anti-Chinese ideas and so on. And by about 2016, Xi Jinping himself had picked up this idea and started making border security a major issue, particularly for China's Tibet policy. And so in 2017, the Chinese began this policy of building new villages along the borders of Tibet and also Xinjiang, Yunnan, and other areas as a security measure to strengthen their borders.
Do these villages help China solidify its territorial claim along its border with India?
The villages have some benefit for the military in their dealings with India, in their operations against India. They provide some logistical support, some bases for operation. But actually, it's roads that are most important for the military. And the villages are along roads, but you could have the roads without villages. So this is why some observers are saying that the villages, in terms of India, are really a kind of provocation. They're a kind of psychological, I don't want to say warfare, but they're a psychological tool.
Is there a parallel between China's border villages and Beijing's islands constructed in the disputed South China Sea?
They refer to this as salami slicing, which is what happens in the South China Seas. You progress by a very small move at a time so that the other side can't justify a military response. It's not quite the same on the India border because they're not really so much about grabbing territory with these villages.
That was senior research fellow Robert Barnett from SOAS. A growing number of U.S. senior citizens are signing up for classes on AI, both to feed their curiosity about new developments and to learn how to protect themselves from scams. John Ventrez has a story.
89-year-old Barbara Winston takes careful notes at a special lecture for senior citizens. She's one of a growing number of older Americans who've become fascinated with AI technology. As the demand to know more spreads, classes like this one are opening across the United States.
The technology is so interesting and so important that I really felt I need to be better informed about it. So this is the beginning of my education.
There are several reasons for this interest among senior citizens. One is a desire to keep up to date with developments in the world.
I think this is an emerging technology. Older adults are future-oriented. They want to know what's going on.
While there's wonderment in all things AI can do, there's also a need to educate older adults about the sophisticated new tools scammers use to target them. The American Association of Retired Persons, or AARP, says Americans over 60 are scammed out of $23.8 billion a year through various schemes. These may involve voice cloning and other technological tricks.
It's tricky to kind of find that right balance. I would say overall, that suspicion that's there on the part of seniors is good, but I don't want them to become paralyzed by their fears and not be willing to do anything online because they're afraid of their identity getting stolen.
Not everyone feels the need to go jump on ChatGPT or play with AI image generators once these classes end.
I do want to know how to use it. I want to understand it, but it's like a lot of other things. I like to understand it, but it's not for me.
But everyone leaves with an appreciation for a technology that may well radically change the world. Leon Lien and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
As artificial intelligence develops at a breakneck pace, one of the big concerns is how it will affect the job market. One report predicts the technology could replace hundreds of millions of workers by 2030. But what about AI in the education system? Are AI teachers the future? Well, in Hong Kong, they're testing it out. These students in Hong Kong are getting ready for a lecture by their AI professor. These experimental courses at the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology are trialing the best ways to incorporate artificial intelligence in the education system.
Education have to be always pushing forward with the new technology, new innovation, and the wave is coming, right? The AI wave is coming, and there's actually the AI teachers can bring in diversity, bring in interesting aspect, and even immersive storytelling in the classroom, and I think it's good way to improve our education.
The AI instructors are created using a program that reads the original presentation slides. The voice, gestures, and how the avatar looks can be customized based on the class and student preferences. It's then projected onto a screen or a headset.
With this AI, you can create whatever looking, appearance, different colors, diversity of personas that you as you want. So basically, you can be a black teacher, white or Caucasian, Asian, all young. Those are just depend on your choice.
The trial has so far shown that using an AI professor gives the human professor more time to work on other projects while boosting the curriculum and course content. Some students also say the avatar plays a big role in the quality of the education. Students from this course are learning game theory from a digital Einstein, and they say the personalization of the avatar improves the learning experience.
就算唔係話緊個 professor 教得好定唔好，唔係講緊話個 teaching quality， 就係講緊其他外在嘅因素對於佢哋嘅 learning experience 都係有影響嘅。咁呢個係即係我覺得有呢一個 personalize 嘅選擇係好，即係點講咧？佢係一個輔助嘅作用咯。咁未嘗不可咯。
如果说我在感官上替换了一种你的心理接受能程度更高，或者说能够直接给你带来亲切感的这种形象，那首先呢，你会消除跟这个 professor 之间的距离感。
This trial is only being run in a handful of classes, but some are uncertain if it should replace traditional teaching.
其实我觉得，对于一个虚拟人物来讲，他借助 AI 的能力，他给我们带来更多就是范围更广的知识，但是我觉得在一定层次、一定程度上来讲，这种深度的专业知识，可能它是替代不了一个非常专业的 professor 的。
While there are no plans to permanently hire these AI professors, and many students still prefer human lecturers, with this technology rapidly advancing, artificial intelligence is already teaching lessons on what to expect in the future. Ethan Sen and Jaime Ocon for TaiwanPlus. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. You can visit the TaiwanPlus website or follow our social media for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, check out this natural park in central Bosnia. It's a recreation of Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. I'm Jaime Ocon. Take care, and we'll see you next time.